Hi folks, welcome to the channel and welcome back to the channel. Before we go on to the main point, let's do a recap. We done the post-fight breakdown between Bivol versus Beterbiev, and I wanted a rematch to settle the score once and for all, as it was a close fight and Beterbiev fan says Beterbiev won and Bivol fan says Bivol won. And I said Beterbiev won due to his aggression and finishing the fight stronger and Bivol fighting on back foot last 5 rounds. If the fight was in America, they would have scored the fight in Beterbiev's favour because of his aggression and power punches. But if it was in UK, it would have gone to Bivol because of his boxing skills. And to be honest, watching the fight 3 times, I still stick to Beterbiev win because of his power punches and stamina. And here is another reason. Boxing is to hurt your opponents and finish the fight quick as possible. But to be fair, Beterbiev didn't stop Bivol. But if this was a real fight, or if it was like the old days, and the fight went on to 15 rounds, we will have seen Beterbiev knocking out Bivol. He will have definitely stood still, ran out of gas. Beterbiev fought cleverly and paced himself from start to finish. He always does. Most of the time, he loses first few rounds and starts to grind down his opponents. And Bivol will not have lasted 15 rounds in the old days. That's my opinion anyway. Some may agree, some may not. That's how I judge that fight. Anyway, enough said. And now we got the party spoiler IBF. What's going on with these organizations? They're ruining boxing. First, they stripped Usyk of his title and handed it over to Dubois without even fighting for the IBF belt. This move doesn't just raise eyebrows, it leaves fans in disbelief. Because here is the thing, if that title had been on the line when Dubois fought Filip Hrgović, you better believe Hrgović will have fought differently. Not to take anything away from how Dubois demolished him, but let's be real, Hrgović would have come with everything he had if that IBF belt was up for grabs. Now fast forward to Beterbiev. They're telling him to defend his title against someone else, German Michael Eifert, rather than give fans what they really want, the rematch with Dmitry Bivol. Who the hell is Michael Eifert? Only for 12 fights, lost once. He's got no chance. This isn't just disorganization. It's a blatant disruption of the boxing system. The IBF is throwing a wrench into the works, going rogue, saying, we don't care what the other organizations are doing, we'll do what we want. And by doing that, they're ruining the sport, breaking apart what could be undisputed title fights that fans crave and want to see. It seems the IBF doesn't want their belts sitting alongside the WBC, WBA, and WBA titles or any other titles. They want to be independent. But let me tell you, if they order Beterbiev to fight someone else, it's going to take away all the excitement of the rematch. And where does that leave Bivol? It leaves him in the dark. It crushes his dream of becoming the undisputed champion. 2 things can happen in this mess. 1, he could get injured, which isn't far-fetched because we all know anything can happen in boxing. And 2, another year passes, Beterbiev gets older, slower, and possibly even retire. This is bigger than just one belt. The IBF is acting out of jealousy. Jealousy of the WBC, WBA, and WBO and other organizations. They don't want to associate with those other belts. But in doing so, they're depriving fighters of their shot at greatness and diluting the value of the sport. Someone needs to step in. The man who says he's going to make boxing great again, Turkey al-Sheikh, and tell the IBF to cut this out. If they keep this up, nobody should promote their titles because they're stripping away the prestige, the glamour, and the honor that fighters train their entire lives for. Winning the undisputed title isn't just another belt. It's the ultimate prize in boxing. It's not about holding a WBC, WBA, WBO, or IBF titles in isolation. It's about holding them all. That's the dream of any boxer, the ultimate legacy. So why is IBF allowing these fights to go on for undisputed and then breaking them apart by stripping the winner? It doesn't make sense. It's like having a rematch between Usyk and Fury without the undisputed stakes. It loses its appeal. But here is the worst part. The German boxer has no chance whatsoever. Have you seen his record and who he fought? Talk about match fixing by IBF. So what do you think? Is winning the WBC, WBA, WBO and Ring Magazine titles the same as winning the undisputed? Or does it even matter? Well, it matters to me because it loses its appeal. Thanks for watching, folks. If you like this content, hit the like or not, subscribe or not. See you next time, folks. Ciao, adios.